All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call like Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles, great millstone. And peace salutation to the elect. So, through spirit, I'm tired of this lesson. Like Rorsharch said, you're not, I'm not, you don't seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You locked in here with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's always one of my favorite movie scenes. Actually, I used to watch that movie a lot. Watchmen, the one from 2009. But it was spiritual. They made a lot of good movies back then, unlike today. But the Lord said, Isaiah 6:2 and verse 6. I said, watchmen on the walls of Jerusalem that shall never hold their peace, day nor night. And in a manner of speaking, the prophets are like vigilantes, like the watcher, you know. They're looking out for the wolf, to catch a wolf. You gotta think like a wolf. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Wise as the serpent that deceived Eve. Well, to catch the serpent, you gotta be wise as the serpent. You know. So the scripture say that the Lord is going to devour these other nations, man. All right, on our behalf. All right, it says Jeremiah chapter 30, because right now they think that they're on top, and they're proud. They're sitting. Scripture say they exalt themselves, as the eagle. So Jeremiah 30:16, it says, therefore all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be for a spoil, and they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey, for I restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. A devourer to eat up entirely, eat ravenously, consume as food. Benjamin is described as a ravenous wolf. They're gonna get their revenge, right, upon these devils, right? So I'll play the scene.
Right? You know what? I'm pretty famous too. Ain't that right? That's right. Maybe I can give you an autograph. What you say, big boy? You seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Yeah, that was the classic scene, man. Yeah, that's the Rorschach scene, man, because they put him in prison with the rest of the prisoners. But see, we're in America, which is the prison house. The scripture say the captive exile hates that he may be loosed. Right. So these devils, they think that we're locked in here with them, but actually they're locked in here with us, especially when the Lord gonna raise up that standard, right? And when the Lord raises up the standard, that's dealing with the spiritual powers and also the angelic force of heaven that's gonna be raised up. Michael, it said Daniel 12, let's get that too. Michael, thy archangel, shall stand up, the prince of that people. So stand up. Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. Yeah, because Michael gonna come the archangel. You know what I'm saying? He's like the general of the armies. The Lord Yahushua is like the you know what I'm saying, the king of kings, right? But Michael's like the general, if you will. He got a high rank. Archangel. It says, such are as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time shall that people be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So it's gonna be the time of trouble. There's gonna be perilous times, because it's gonna get so bad for our people that they're gonna need divine intervention. All right. Time of trouble, strong 68, 69. It says stress, straits, distress, vexation, tightness, troubles. So let's see what's saying right here. It says Psalms 118 and verse 1. It says, "Oh, give all thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, because His mercy endure forever. Let Israel now say that His mercy endure forever, and let the house of Aaron say, His mercy endure forever. Let them now that fear the Lord say that His mercy endure forever. I called upon the Lord in my distress, and the Lord have answered me and set me in a large place. The Lord is on my side, and I will not fear. What can man do to me?" Right. So the Lord's going to raise up that standard. Isaiah 59 and verse 19, it says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yashai from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." So the standard, man, the Lord's going to raise up on the behalf of His chosen. See, because the chosen of the chosen, the elect of the elect, because Israel is the elect, but you have the Israel of the Most High, which the Most High is going to redeem. It says, "The Redeemer shall come to Zion," 20th verse, "and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord." Turn from death. All right. Okay, so the word for standard. The enemy's going to come in like a flood, stream, river, continual bloodshed. But okay, standard 51:27 says, to fly, to attack on horseback. The strong word definition. It says, to fly on horseback, to drive at, attack, drive hastily away, to cause to disappear. The Lord's gonna cause these devils to disappear. Scripture say He gonna vanish away as a dream in the night. So Esau, he's just he's a pissqueak. Okay, Job 33 and 15. "In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men." Okay, yeah, this is not the one. It's a good one, but this is not the one. "He shall vanish away as a thief." In the 20th chapter. Yeah, the 20th chapter. Couldn't see. Let me show him. Job chapter 20 and verse 3. It says, "I heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding called me to answer. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short?" Malachi 1:4, "The border of wickedness, these devils, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." This devil is a hypocrite. He say he believe in the scriptures, but he cast the word behind him. Psalms 50th chapter. "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach to the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? He shall fly away as a dream," there you go, "and shall not be found. Yet he shall be chased away as a vision in the night." Yeah, so this devil is not to be feared, because what? Psalms 118:6, the Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? This devil is he's a pissqueak. The Lord's gonna raise up the standard, and you're gonna see how small this devil really is. That's why the Lord said, heaven is my throne, earth my footstool. Fear thou not, O little flock, for it's my Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Luke 12:32. All right, so um none to worry about. Well, at the end of the day, your life is but a vapor. Anyway, so your life belongs to the Lord. How about Shemashai? It says, endure hardness as a good soldier. Second Timothy's the second chapter. Okay, let's go there. Uh Verse 1 says, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace of the Lord Hawashai, and the things that thou hast heard of me against many witnesses. The same that commit thou to faithful men who shall able to teach others also. That's why you niggas that are unfaithful, you don't last. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Hawashai. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Okay, so this is not a part-time thing that we're involved in. The Lord has chosen you to be a soldier. Entangle thyself not with the affairs of this life. The true men, Lord, they live a very stoic lifestyle. Okay, that's predicated upon doing His work. Okay, let's get that word predicated upon. Okay, so it says back formation, to foretell, to advise, to give notice, to produce or pronounce solemnly. Yep. In order to do so, one must endure hardness as a good soldier. All right. Which ultimately entails you not being of this world. All right. So this devil's going to fly away as a dream and shall not be found yet. He shall be chased away as the vision of the night. The eye which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place be found anymore. All right. His children shall seek to please the poor, which this is what he's done with these welfare systems and all this shit, housing and which all of us, have have used some form of one of the devil's pleasings, as it says here. But at the end of the day, his hands shall restore their goods, because ultimately he's gonna come and work for us in the kingdom. All right, he's gonna cast up what his bones are full of the sin of his youth. He shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat and his bowels turn, and the gobs asps with him. He have swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them back up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. You know what I mean? So he's gonna vomit them up, and the Lord's gonna allow Israel to do valiantly. Numbers 24 and verse 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. Genesis 49. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor law given from between his feet till Shiloh come. So a star out of Jacob, who is Shiloh, right? And the scepter shall rise by the Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, take down the so-called Chinese, you know. Cause the Chinese are the next up. That's all you ever heard around when you was around Jake. That's why I try not to be around these people. They're all they do is spew madness, you know. Okay, so it says, and the children of Sheph and Edom shall be a possession. See there, look at the word possession. Edom's gonna be a possession, a spoil of war. Okay, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1, and the Lord shall have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Okay, this devil's possessing our land right now, possessing the people of Israel as well in Babylon. Okay, that's why I say, deliver thyself, O Zion, O daughter of Jerusalem, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. So anyway, it says the Lord will set us in our own land, which Ezekiel 36 chapter say that this devil is inhabiting the ancient high places. It said, aha, aha. And a stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives with captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, which said when they're going to become a possession. All right. Okay, so it says the word means the act of occupying ownership. So, you know, when the scripts say Sirach 36 and 20, 22, 20, 24, I believe say a man beget a wife, beget possession, like unto himself a pillar of rest. So your woman is your possession because you're dealing with her, right? Okay. Um, the first man that put it in the woman, that's the husband. Okay, according to the law. Um, that's why a man in the ancient world would deal with virgins, especially the priests. The scripture say the priest shall not marry a whore or a widow. You know. Okay, so it says number 24:18, and Edom shall be a possession, and Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly, and out of Jacob shall he come that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. All right. Yeah, because they're going into captivity. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up a parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he shall perish forever. Yeah, because he's going to eventually be done away with, deleted. Okay, and he looked on the Canaanites, took up a parable and said, strong as thy dwelling place, and I'll put thy nest in a rock. Yep, but the Lord's gonna, though they build, scripture say, I will throw down. You know, though they build, I will throw down. I will cast them down. So don't be afraid of what this devil can do to you. Psalms 118:6. This devil will have no power, as the Lord told I think he said Pontius Pilate. He said, look, you have no power over me. He said, this devil, he will have, you will have no power over me unless my father shall give it to thee. You know. Okay, play this clip again.
Locked in here with you. You seem to understand.
You don't seem to understand.
You seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember watching that movie many moons ago. You know, many times. But that was an epic scene, man. You know. Yeah, and that describes our condition because this devil thinks we're locked in here with and these niggas too. They walk around all tough and shit with the little guns and their workout regimens and shit. They think they're like juiced up. You see these dudes, they walk up and down the earth like they got air up in their chest, you know. And come to find out, all these niggas, the scripture say the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. Jeremiah 51 and verse 30, it says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained their holds. Their might have failed them. all that air in the chest have failed thee. It says they have become as women. They have burned her dwelling places and her bars are broken. It said Isaiah the 24th chapter. It say the inhabitants of the earth are burnt and few men left. You see? So Isaiah 24. Oh, so like it. Mm. Oh yeah, the 6th verse. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell there are desolate. That's right. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry hearted do sigh. Yeah, the mirth of the land is gone. The noise of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. The daughters of music shall be brought low. Ecclesiastes the 12th chapter. Right, America, the fucking music industry and Hollywood is done. The industry is collapsing. These moles are not making money as they used to. The companies are collapsing, man. So because they're putting out terrible content, nobody wants to see all these moles and these little children movies and shit. And there's no movies like Rorsharch, like the Rorsharch movie, man. No, there's no movies like that Watchmen movie. Like that was a badass movie. That was a badass scene. You know, you're locked in here with me. You know, that's the way. You know, that's the mentality because the Lord set up us as warriors, man. In this thing, these motherfuckers are trying to bully you into submission. The spiritual demon Satan is trying to sift you. You know, as it were. You know, the other day Satan tried to try to mess with me. You know, but you know sometimes you gotta no Satan. You're not gonna overcome. You're not gonna. The scripture say cast. But put that up there, brother. It said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." You know.
Yes, you understand. I'm locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Yeah, yeah, this devil is not. We're not locked in here with this devil. This devil is locked in here with us because the Lord said, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war." And you niggas too. You are. You think that they trying to have me watch Star Trek in the darkness. See, that's the devil. He trying to lure you into darkness. Uh, but anyways, you're supposed to say to this devil, "Get thee behind me." You know, the Lord said. Oh, he said he said to Peter, Matthew 16. It also say, "Resist the devil, and he shall flee from thee." Right? Yeah, James chapter 4 and verse 6 says, "But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saved the Most High. Resist the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble." Draw not. Verse 7: "Submit yourselves to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from thee. Draw nigh unto the Most High; he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep, and let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord; he shall lift you up." Right? Because when you do the work of the Lord and you in the spirit, you ain't got to fear no damn devil. The devil is subject unto you. The spirits are subject unto you through my name. Right? Hey, because the scripture say, John 21st chapter, I believe. Whosoever sins you retain shall be retained unto them. Whosoever sins you remit shall be remit. Which ultimately is going into you have power over to heal and to give forgiveness of sins if you are a man of the Lord. You know what I mean? Because those are spirits that's on these people, and you're able to cast out devils and and heal the sick, cleanse the leper. Or John 20, I should say. Salaki. John chapter 20 and verse 22. And we said this, he breathed on them and said unto them, receive ye the Holy Spirit. So if you have the Holy Spirit, you're able to perform miracles such as walking on water, like Paul and them was able to do, you know, because he started sinking because he couldn't, because his faith was weak. You know what I mean? It says, whosoever sins you remit, John 20:23. Whosoever sins you remit, they are remit unto him. Whosoever sins you retain, they are retained unto him. All right, so that's spiritual power. Because it says here, Luke chapter 20 and 10 verse 17, I should say. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. Right, so you serve the Lord, the devils are are subject unto. Subject meaning under the rule of possession. See, the church tried to do demonic exorcisms, but they themselves are devils. So scripture says, Satan cast out Satan. You need a more powerful spirit to cast out that devil. You are the more powerful spirit because the Lord is dealing with you. You're the vessel onto righteousness. That's why scripture say what? They are vessels unto honor and vessels unto dishonor. The devils, the demonic possessed entities that are you niggas, cockroach niggas walking around the earth. You're exorcist. You're unable to perform miracles or exorcisms because you're the devil too. You know, just like the church people. You know, like the Vatican, all that. 2 Timothy 2 and verse 17. Their word will eat as a canker, of whom is Hymenaeus and Philetus. Yeah, I have delivered Alexander Hymenaeus to Satan that they may learn not to blaspheme. Right. It said, who concerning the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, overthrow the face of some. Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High Yahweh Shemashai standeth sure, having this zeal. The Lord knoweth them that are his. John the 10th chapter. And let everyone that nameth the name of Yahweh depart from iniquity. That's right. Sin upon sin. But in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and silver that fit for the master's use. They're able to actually do the work, cast out devils, defend the gospel, so on and so forth. But of also wood and earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. Right. If a man therefore purge himself from thee, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, meet for the master's use. Meet for the master's use. It says, read and prepare unto every good work. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes, right? But continue thou in the faith, O son Timothy, as it is written. So back in Luke 10, in the 70 return again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan falling from heaven. You know, this is the time we in now. Esau is fallen. Okay. There's not a war in heaven that these devils had with the angels and stuff. The angels and the demons on the left hand side, which are subject unto us through the name of the Lord, are actually are actually in order in the spiritual realm, doing what they're supposed to do on the left hand, right hand. But the devil on the earth, the white man, he's described here as Satan, fallen from heaven, right, out of his rulership, as a lightning, right? Because quick, lightning bolt, quick. Said, behold, I have given unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions, you know, upon serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. See, the Lord's gonna raise up that standard, nothing shall and by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. All right, rejoice that the Lord's working with you. You know what I mean, okay, so at the end of the day, we ought to remain because the Lord is on our side. Psalms 118:6. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear what man could do unto me. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. Blessed is the man that liveth to see the downfall of his enemies. As Rorsharch said, these devils, you seem not to understand that I'm not locked in here with you, you locked in here with me. And that's why I'm not worried about, these people, they they were shooting in the building, everybody's all scared. Look, man, let them motherfuckers do what they gotta do. It shall not come nigh what? Thy dwelling. What does Scripture say? It shall not come nigh thy dwelling, man. I hate when it does this. Actually, let me read this first. Sirach 25 and verse 6 says, the crown, much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of the Most High power is their glory. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. In the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And the Lord said, with thy eye thou shalt behold the reward of the wicked. Only with thy eye, right? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do that. Blessed be the man that lives to see the downfall of his enemies. Sirach 25 and 7. All right. Psalms 91 and verse 5 says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, the missiles. All right. Nor as for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. All right. When all hell breaking loose and shit. All right. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of times and the strength of thy salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. It says, only with thy eyes, verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. All right. So it says, Isaiah 51:13 says, and forgettest thou the Lord thy maker that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundation of the earth. So the Lord created everything. So have you forgot that the Lord that we serve has flooded the whole earth and has destroyed kings for thy sakes, man? All right. The Lord has devoured many great nations for thy sakes, man. Psalms chapter 16, verse 12. Through the Most High we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. All right. Actually, I should have read the sixth verse. Let's start. So the Most High has spoken His holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and meet out the valley of Succoth. And Gilead is mine. Manasseh is mine. Ephraim is also the strength of my head. Judah is my lawgiver. Again, Genesis 49. I have out of Judah shall come the lawgiver, right? Uh, the scepter shall not depart from between his feet until Shiloh come, right? Unto him shall gather the people be. Right. Verse 8 says, Moab is my washpot, and over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia triumphed out because of me. Who will bring me into the strong city, Babylon? Who will lead me into Edom? Wilt thou, O Most High, which hath cast us off? O thou Most High, which didst not go out with our armies? Give us help from trouble, Jacob, trouble, Jeremiah 37. For vain is the help of man. Through the Most High we shall do vainly, for he it is that tread down our enemies. You know, Psalms 119, First Chronicle, I should say, 19 and verse 12. And he said, if the Assyrians be too strong for me, then shalt thou help me. But if the children of Ammon be too strong for thee, then will I help thee. Be of good courage, and let us behave ourselves valiantly for our people, for the cities of our power, of our God, and let the Lord Habashim do that which is good in his sight. All right. Let the Lord do what is right. So Isaiah 51 and 13, forgettest thou thy maker that stretcheth forth the earth, stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundation of the earth, Salakia, has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? The captive exile hastened that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his breath should fail. But I am the Lord Habashimashah that divide the sea, whose waves roar. The Lord of hosts is my name. All right, I'm the one that delivered you the first time out of the first Egypt, and I will do it again, even though thou hast not known me. Right? It says, I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundation of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the cup of the Lord of his fury, because he went to captivity many times. And thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup, trembling, and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she brought up. And because up until this time, you have never had any real leadership when it comes to you as a nation. You've been in captivity. But the Lord said, Jeremiah 3:15, I'll give you past according to my own heart, that shall feed you with knowledge and understanding, right? That shall show you the way. You shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. All right. So when it turns to the right, when it turns to the left, Isaiah the 30th chapter. So yeah, it says Isaiah 54:17, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me. That's right. So Isaiah 51 and verse 19, it says, these two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith the Lord and the God that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out thine hand the cup of the trembling, even the dregs of my cup of the fury, of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, and I will put into the hand of them that afflicted thee, which have said to thy soul, soul, bow down and go over, and thou hast laid thy body down as the ground and as the street to them that went over. Right. So I will no more afflict thee, but I will put the hand of the cup into the hand of them that afflicted thee, right? That have said, bow down, right? They shall lick the dust off thy feet, right? Which I gotta touch on that a little bit later. But see, the Lord said this. He made the statement, Matthew 26 and verse 50. It says, and when Yahushua had come, he said unto him, friend, from where art thou come? And behold, one of them that was with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. And then said Yahushua unto him, put again the sword into his place, for all that take the sword shall perish with the sword. This is why the Lord's gonna deliver us, because we don't need to take up the sword. Really, like the men of the Lord are more so peacemakers. Scripture say, blessed are the peacemakers. They're more so like non-violent aggressors, you know. But see, the world is gonna come at you so much that the Lord gonna give you the power to become violent on their asses. Scripture say, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. See, Jake, as a people, the Lord said that where plain men dwell in tents. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. You know, Esau is a man, cunning hunter of the field, a bloody and deceitful hunter. Hence why Columbus said, we gotta get these niggas because these are Indians. Easy. What he say? These Indians would make good slaves when he got there. You know, easy slaves because they would do. They'll give me anything here. You know, they're too trusting. Scripture say, trust never trust thy enemies. Iraq 12. Right? They came over here to keep the statues, but they forgot to never trust thy enemy. You know. But anyway, so it was all prophesied that Genesis 49 again. Gad, the troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. So the Lord told Peter, he said, but put again thy sword into his place, for all that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? All right, but how shall the scripture be fulfilled that it must be said in that same hour, say, how shall I to the multitudes, are you come out as against us as a thief with swords and staves to take me? I sat with you daily teaching in the temple, yet you lay no hold on me. But this must all be done that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled. So ultimately, the Lord said, presently, do you not think that I can now pray to my Father, which is in heaven, right, and give me more than 12 legions of angels? We're talking about over 50,000 angels, you know. Legion roughly around 7,000, and when you do the estimates, so just, you know, that's just on the low end. The Lord say he come with thousands and thousands of the heavens, you know. Psalm 68:17. Okay, so Second Thessalonians, which actually the brother had put it up there. So you know, actually, let me see here. Isaiah 54 and verse 1. It says, "Sing, O barren, that thou didst not break forth into singing, and cry aloud that thou didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife. Said the Lord, enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitations. Spare not length with thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles. All right, Isaiah 14:2 we read earlier. All right. And make the desolate cities to be inhabited. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither shalt thou be confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame. It says, Jacob, his face shall not wax pale. Isaiah 29, I believe. Uh, for thou shalt not be put to shame, for thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and not remember the reproach of the widowhood anymore. Yeah, you'll forget that you was a hoe, or that you was a nigger, or you'll forget that you was an idolater in your ignorance. Okay, 1 second. Uh, yeah, so like it says, um, Isaiah 54 and verse 4 says, "For fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither shalt thou be confounded." And or like the Wi-Fi said, "Confounded, confounded. You confounded." You know, they could cut Esau like CP did, like little CP from Roast Me said. He said, "You're the devil. You're the devil." But when the brother came up, the listener of Great Millstone, he came up there. He was like, well, the Great Millstone brother say that it's the chip, or the brother, you know. So basically, he was listening to brothers, you know, from and you know, the dude was like, nah, we, yeah, those are brothers, but we don't agree with them, and this is, you know, basically but then he got disrespectful. He got like, you know, I didn't like his little condescending tone that he was using, because we teach this word, you know. So at the end of the day, he was basically saying that we don't know what we're talking about. But this dude, he looked like one of them frogs that trying to teach the scriptures, man. And then they got Chief Keef in the camp, man. And this dude was butchering the scriptures, man. This guy was butchering the scriptures, saying that the mark is spiritual and is not buying and selling. Well, I already did the whole video. Anyways, the Wi-Fi has no spiritual connection with the Father. That's why I call them the Wi-Fi. And I think they're only in cities like Detroit, Baltimore. I see them sometimes. They go to New York. I don't see them up here though. But if we ever seen them up here, I would just walk the other way. I wouldn't give a damn, because these are not. They're not in the spirit like that. Do you have to have all the truth? Okay. Anyways, Isaiah 54, and it says 1 John 2 and 20. You have an unction from the Holy One. What is an unction? You have an unction from the Holy One, and you know all things. An act of anointing as a religious rite, or an anointing from the Father of lights. All right. The Father of lights, with whom is no variableness or shadow of turning. Right? Every gift cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variableness or shadow of turning. James chapter 1 and verse 16. Do not err, my beloved brethren. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Of his own will he begat us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures, which is the elect. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of the Most High. Yeah, sometimes you will get overcome when niggas get you mad and shit like that. Sometimes you want to fucking, you know, sometimes you want to fuck niggas up. Sometimes you want to just, but you cannot do these things being as though we walk according to the flesh, not according to the flesh, but according to the spirit. Sometimes these Negroes out here, they just make you want to get violent and shit like that. But we're not that type of individuals. because we are wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. A wise man waited for a time and chance for it happened to every man. There's gonna be a every dog has his day. So you wait for scripture say we fight spiritual warfare, right? We battle not flesh and blood, but spiritual warfare. So wrath worketh not the righteousness of the most high. Let the sun go down upon thy wrath. Be angry and sin not, right? So do not err, my beloved brethren. Every gift and good, perfect gift is from above and coming down from the Father of lights, knowledge, the Father of lights, perfected lights, Urim and Thummim, which we used to use connection to the Father. Now we have the light itself, the truth, that dwelleth within thee. But also we have more information, knowledge shall increase, and we know all things. We know more than the prophets of old, because the law of the prophets of old was the same law we have today. But knowledge shall increase. Many shall run to and fro. Knowledge shall increase. Daniel the 12th chapter. Start the third verse. Third verse, I should say. Now, anyway, it says, down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, near the shadow of turning. All right, so that's the gift, which is ultimately the gift of faith. Wisdom of Solomon 3:14. It say, blessed be the eunuch, which with his hands have wrought no iniquity. To him shall be given the special gift of faith. All right, so yeah, Isaiah 54 and verse 5. For thy maker is thy husband, and the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy redeemer, Yahweh Shemashah, the Holy One of Israel, the God of the whole earth shall he be called. For the Lord have called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth. When thou hast refused, when I was refused, said the Lord thy power, for a small moment I have forsaken thee. Yeah, you've only been in slavery for half a day or a little bit more. Like the night is far spent, so but you've been there for about 500-600 years, 600 years, give or take, probably a little bit. So that's a small moment really in the Lord. 1,000 years, 2 Peter the 3rd chapter. One day is 1,000 years, so really small moment in the eyes of the Lord. All right. But with great mercy will I gather thee. In a little wrath I have hid my face from thee for a moment. But with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, says the Lord thy Redeemer. Deuteronomy 20:68. I will redeem thee; no man shall buy thee. But behold, it is I. It says, for this is as the waters of Noah have sent out to me. I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, drowning. Right, again, no more drowning. The rainbow is the covenant with the earth, or the token, I should say. And now they've turned it into a demonic, evil Mo symbol. It says, so have I sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee. For the mount shall depart, and the hill shall be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee. Neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, says the Lord that have mercy on thee. O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay foundations with sapphires. And I will make thy widows gates, and thy gates of carbuncles, and all thy borders of pleasant stones. And thy children shall be taught of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, and great shall be the peace of thy children. Train a child in the way that he shall go, and he shall, when he's old, he shall not depart. And the reason why your lives are not what they were supposed to be, of obviously slavery, but you didn't keep these statutes and ways of life from a child up. You got in this older or later in life. All right. But anyways, it said, all thy children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of thy children. In righteousness shalt thou be established, not in wickedness. Woe to him that established the town by blood. It says, thou shalt be far from oppression, but thou shalt not fear nor terror, for it shall not come near thee. Right? And behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. Behold, I have created the smith, that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the ways to destroy, and no weapon that formed against thee shall prosper. All right. Right. And every tongue that shall rise up against thee shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me. All right. Baruch 5:1. It says, "Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction. All right, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the power forever. Cast about thee a double garment of thy righteousness, which cometh from the Most High, instead of diadem on thy head for the glory of the everlasting." Let's get look at that word diadem. Ooh, a aureole of a martyr or a confessor, a crown. See, a diadem. Scripture speak about the martyrs for Yahushua, right? Or those that will have to take valiantly their deaths. Ooh, like Eleazar did. Second Maccabees 6 and verse 23. It says, but he began to consider discreetly, and as he became his age and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereon he was come, and his honest education from a child, there you go, or rather the holy law made given by the Most High. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straightways to send him to the grave. For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to disassemble, whereby many persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old, 90 years old, fourscore and 10, or now gone to a strange religion, so that through my hypocrisy desire to give me a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to my old age, should it make me abominable. For though for the present time I should be delivered from punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. Wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I shall show myself such as one as my age requireth, and leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. And when he said these words, immediately he went to the torment. They that led him changing the good, will they bear him a little before into hatred, because the foresaid speeches proceed as though they ought from a desperate mind. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he had groaned and said, "It is a manifest unto the Lord that he that hath the holy knowledge, that whereas I might been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in my body by being beaten, but in soul am I well content to suffer these things, because I fear him." And thus said the man, and thus the man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation. That's right. So it says, First Maccabees 2:50. It says, "Now therefore, my sons, be zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers, and call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. And was not Abraham found faithful in temptation? And it was imputed unto him for righteousness. Thou art my friend, the seed of Abraham, my friend." You know. And Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. Phinehas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Joshua, Yahushua, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel, and Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land, and David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. Elias, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven, beamed up on a ship. And Ananias and Azariah and Misael, by delivering, were saved out the flame. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of the lions. And thus consider ye throughout all ages that none put their trust in him shall be overcome. That's right. When you read the book of the Bell and the Dragon, Daniel was in the mouth of the lion pit, but he was in the he was in the prison. And Habakkuk brought him some food through the teleportation of the angel. You know, I say through the vehemency of his spirit, he cast him into the den of Babylon and then returned him to his place again. Um, so yeah, the scripture say, fear, for Maccabees 2 and verse 60, and Dan for his innocence he was delivered from the mouth of lions. Thus consider ye that throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. Fear not thou these words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he returned into his dust, and his thoughts come to nothing. Wherefore, my sons, be valiant and glory yourselves, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it ye shall obtain glory. And behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear unto him always, and he shall be as a father unto you. As for Judas Maccabeus, he hath been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain, and fight the battle of thy people. And take also unto you those that observe the law, and avenge ye the wrong of your people. Recompense fully the heathen, and take ye heed to the commandments of the law. And so he blessed them, and he was gathered to his fathers. All right. It says, Sirach chapter 2 and verse 9, ye that fear the Lord hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear, and were they forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and safe in time of affliction. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he that believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto him that hath lost patience. What will you do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord shall not disobey his word. They that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto the Lord, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sights, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. All right. Baruch 5 and verse 4, right? Actually, verse 3, it says, for the Most High will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven, a city set on a hill cannot be hid. For thy name shall be called the power forever, the peace of righteousness, uh, the glory of the Most High's worship. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gathered from the west onto the east, gathered from the land over here, the uttermost part of earth, onto the holy land, by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the power. For they depart from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies, but the Most High bringeth them onto the exalted with glory as of the children of the kingdom. Isaiah 26 and 20, come into my people, into thy chambers, until the indignation be overpassed, for the Lord cometh out of his place, the 21st verse, to render vengeance unto the people for their iniquities, right? The Lord cometh out of his place, the third dimension. He cometh out of there and coming into this world, to what show the brightness of you unto every country under the heavens, right? To bring them exalted with his glory as the children of the kingdom. Revelation 21st chapter as well says, for the Most High hath appointed that every high hill and bank of long continuance should be cast down, and the valleys filled up, to make even the ground, that Israel may go safely in the glory of the Lord. Israel shall dwell in safety alone, right? Moreover, even the woods and every sweet smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Father. For the Most High shall lead Israel with joy in the light of his glory, with the mercy and righteousness that cometh from him. Right, Luke 12 and verse 32, fear not the little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. All right. So let's play that clip again, man. All right.
guess you don't understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Yeah, so that's the spirit, man. These devils are locked in here with us. Isaiah 59 and verse 17. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate and a helmet upon his head for salvation. He put on the garments of vengeance for clothing and was clad with zeal as a cloak. According to their deeds, accordingly will he repay. Fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies, to the islands will he pay recompense. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Ashai, his glory from the rising of the sun. When an enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion. And unto them that turn from transgression, and Jacob said, the Lord, as for me, this is my covenant with them, said the Lord, my spirit is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of thy mouth of thy seed, said the Lord, from henceforth forevermore. All right, so like Rorsharch said, man, you're not locked in here I'm not locked in here with you. You locked in here with me. All right, these motherfuckers should be afraid. All right, and pretty soon the Lord gonna turn you into a hunter. You're fishing, but the Lord's gonna turn you into a hunter. Jeremiah 16:16. But anyways, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call him like how about you, Messiah Bashim. Rakakodash, double honors to the apostle, great millstone, and peace. Salutation to the elect. Shalom.